All right, but let's start this boondoggle, shall we? For your March 6th, 2023, 12 years of Farlands or Bust. Technically speaking. Farlands or Bust didn't start until the 28th of March. But it took us 12 years to get to 45,767.16 megabytes in the world save. What time did the first video go up? I don't know that YouTube remembers. Like, I don't, they just say the date. Maybe, unless I find. Farlands or Bust, episode 1. Nope, we're not going to listen to that. It went up 11 years ago, it says. March 6th, 2011. Yeah, it doesn't say the time. It doesn't say the time it went live. I mean, this was before you could schedule videos. It's got 840,150 views. I still have yet to have a video on my channel get 1 million views. You still have the OG house in that world. I mean, it's still in this world. It's just all the way back at spawn. Let's get our woofs ready and get into this, shall we? Get on with it. I feel large. There we go. Slightly better. Incrementally better. All right, here we go. Woof! Oh, that was immediate. That was immediate. Wolfie wastes no time getting on and into the 12 years of this here Minecraft save, now known as Farlands or Bust. Did I hit F? I feel like I hit F. Things seem very foggy. Yeah, I did. All right, there we go. We just have 1 unit of fog. 1 unit of F for the Farlands or Bust world. Speaking of F, why do you have low health? There we go. As we exit. Now wait, should I think maybe I should put a sign here? Should I put a sign here? Or do I put a sign at the end of the episode? Or stream. This isn't an episode. I think maybe at the end. I'm not going to build a monument. Both? Both? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make a lick of sense. You know, there's really nothing magical or amazing about this particular hidey hole. So I say we go to the end. Because yeah, technically we don't know when we uploaded episode 1 of Farlands or Bust. So if we do it at the end, then we'll know we're covered. At least we've fully overlapped the actual 12 years moment. I'm pretty sure it went up in the evening. Of course, I was in Central Time at that time. Because I, like, uploaded it and posted it on my Twitter and was like, people are gonna think I'm an idiot. They're gonna think I'm a real dork. Recording videos of myself playing video games, talking over them, and uploading them to YouTube. Did you record that video the same day? I might have, or the day before. But it might have been the day of. And like, again, in order to not stress out and think about it too much, I just like blasted it out there just to like get it out and get it done. because I had already attempted to record the first episode of my series, but then the audio didn't record, and that was a real that was the world that later became Combat Canyon, because it was such a good spawn point. I didn't want to like waste the world, but I had to start over because I wanted to start the Let's Play with a brand newly generated world. How am I doing on stuff? Doing fine on stuff. Got a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's your Farlands or Bust lore. That was with Fraps. That was with Fraps and edited using Windows Movie Maker. Which I think is why all those first videos... Well, I mean, first of all, you couldn't upload 1080p. Unless you were a partner, which I wasn't at the time, on YouTube. So they're all 720p. But also it's like a weird, like, it's like the film-based 29.9 frames per second. True, I did not develop a YouTube voice yet. I was using the Razer. I still have that Razer headset. I should auction it off for charity. It's just I went out and bought the cheapest kind of Razer gaming headset with a microphone. And yeah, the problem is it had two outputs, or it had the input, the plug for the headphones, and then the plug for the mic, and then plugging it into the back of the computer, like the built-in sound card, was weird and confusing. So I ended up then buying a USB sound card that would separate the voice and the audio, the game audio. And I think I recorded them. I think I recorded. Yeah, that's right. I recorded the audio separately. Ah, there's a guy. He's saying happy 12 years. Oh, he's shooting at me still. Ah! Run away, Wolfie. Don't get shot. Where'd he go? Oh, he's burning. He died. What a rude dude. I will take your bone and leave it wherever we put down a sign. So yeah, I remember you load Fraps. You have Fraps record the game audio. Or the computer audio, basically, the speakers out. And then I opened Audacity, or whatever program I was using at the time, and used that to record the microphone. And that's how you got separated game and microphone audio. So you better hope that you press record on Audacity, and that's why, like, you had to clap to sync up. Even though that didn't work, because the other audio, you just had to, like, guess. And that's why a lot of, like, audio, like the microphone recordings, would get out of sync with the game audio and stuff. It was a really confusing time. I tell you what. I think because Windows Movie Maker only accepted one audio track, then I had to, like, splice them together outside of the video editing software and then save them as a wave and put them in. It was very weird. It was not streamlined at all. It was not at all streamlined. But yeah, then eventually Fraps did include like a way to separate your mic and your computer audio. Oh yeah, Fraps at the time, you're right, it had a 2 gigabyte... It had a 2 gigabyte file size limit. So yeah, not only... Oh my god, you're right. This is... Things have gotten so much better, and in other ways, so much worse. You're right, Fraps would only record a video file, because I think it output them in .movs or something like that. It would only record up to 2 gigabytes and then start a new... It's like a GoPro, and then start a new file. So not only did you have to sync up the audio, but then you had to like arrange the video clips in proper order and try not to get, like, try to make the gap between them seamless. Golly. Golly. That was... no wonder it took like a week to come out with a video. There was I was at the time using Windows XP too. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember anything about that. Good, thankfully. But yeah, then we all found copies of Sony Vegas, like 2 or 7, or I don't know what the popular one was. And you had to learn the whole thing over again. And the problem with Sony Vegas was that the editing was usually pretty okay and fine. It was the exporting that always failed. And was just really not made for humans to use. And you had to like download additional like plugins to be able to save as a MP4 even. And we all just kind of had to like guess what like video settings to use. Now YouTube and Twitch have like guides to be like, this is what you should set up OBS for. And then you'd upload it to YouTube and it would get all dark. Oh man. Or blurry because it would like interpret the frames differently. Or like just the exports would fail. And you would have no idea why. From Sony Vegas. Remember the darkness? That was a weird thing. That was due to some sort of encoding color space between what Sony Vegas could output and then what YouTube uses. The flashlight, yeah, Ko's flashlight. It was just the sound effect from Half-Life. Oh, I just tried to shear this pig. I meant to murder it. Murder. And many of us didn't know about disabled... Yeah, the resampling. Yeah, that's something I didn't know about for such a long time, too. And you had to do it every time. It wasn't like a setting that saved. That anytime you exported a video, you had to make sure to uncheck resampling. Or it was when you imported the videos. Yeah, I think it's when you imported the videos that you had to uncheck resample. Because that's where you'd get all those ghost frames. Oh, that looks bad. That looks like lava. I'm gonna go over here. Gosh. And it would take forever to render, too. Like, we were happy if, like, a 20-minute video took 4 hours. Like, whoa, that was fast. Yeah, it was Vegas encoding options were not good. They just were, there were like no presets. You had to like come up on the fly with what the settings would be. And now you're watching live. Oh god, well speaking of live, don't talk about the first FLoBathon. I don't even know what I used to stream. I think I used like the NVIDIA media encoder. Oops. Hello? Speaking of glitches, sirs, I didn't do that. I didn't hit escape. Are you still watching live? That was weird. Spooky noises? Okay. No, like seriously, I'm not like pulling your leg here or anything. That was I did not hit escape. Now I did. Okay. Yeah, my hands were nowhere near escape. I was on WASD. Your 12-year license for Minecraft has expired. Like, we didn't know. Like, obviously that's not even, we're not even close. Huh. Okie dokie. When would you have bought Minecraft? Oh, that was like the year before. That was in 2010. Oh, careful, Wolfie. Alright, this was not a better path. Whoa! What is going on here, everybody? Excuse, sir? Uh-oh. 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 Careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. What? Listen. Listen, Minecraft. Chill out, will you? This is 12 years. Give me a break. Feels like a 13-year anniversary. I mean, we're technically now into the 13th year. Ooh, buddy. What was I gonna say? Well, yeah, we were just talking about the videos of encoding and... Yeah, and then I did end up legitimately buying through, like, the Humble Bundle had a sale on Sony Vegas, like, 13 or whatever. Only to discover that it didn't utilize graphics card rendering. So instead of taking, like, 4 hours, it wanted to take 14. Just because it didn't recognize... it was like it was weird. It was also like the last NVIDIA graphics card that could use it was like the GTX. What did we have, Cone? We both had it. The 760 or something like that. 770, 670, 570. I think it was the 570. If you had a newer graphics card than that, then any version of Sony Vegas couldn't use it. Your first video... Oh, you found my tweet was 6:45 p.m. on March 7th. Oh, so maybe I uploaded it. That makes sense. Maybe I uploaded it, let it sit for a day before I decided to tweet it. Because the only people I was following and who were following me really on Twitter were all like the NASA tweet up social people. Dang it. Ah. They found the tweets. I mean, I almost tried to figure out a way to delete all my old tweets. What with what's happening with Twitter. But then I saw that even that, like, that's a royal pain in the butt, so I'm like, ah, whatever. Careful, Whopper! You dingus. Cone has a reply to that tweet? How old was it, though? Or was it a recent... Ah, I see. A real crafty devil. Yeah, back during the 5-year anniversary, he replied. Because somebody must have looked up the tweet. Remember tweets. Cows in the distance. Well, yeah, I remember having Twitter before I had a smartphone. And, like, having to read and post via SMS. SMS. But oh, have the times changed now that we've figured out how to more efficiently and properly make, record, and render YouTube videos. Now YouTube is broken and not showing and or paying anything for the videos themselves. A real swift kick in the pants, isn't it? I gotta make a elevated hidey hole here. Oop. Oh, that ain't right. Cows. Excuse. I can still use this boat. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Imagine being younger than a YouTube series. Imagine being younger than YouTube. You thought I was secretly the villager voice and never told anybody. If I was, I missed out on the paycheck. They stole my voice. My only personality. Ooh, excuse me, already yawning. Oop. We need boats and beds. Listen, Wolfie. Could I have tweeted that I was live now? Probably. Marketing. Word of mouth. Balderdash, I say. A lot of cows today. Boo! Brr, I'm cold. Yeah, nobody could have clicked on a link. Links didn't work on Twitter earlier today. Just like any link anywhere. That's a tall soup pot. I told you, we need a big... Well, need might be a strong word, but want a big soup pot. I guess the only problem with such a big soup pot is that we can't put the whole soup pot in the fridge. We'd have to distribute the soup pot into other various containers. Well, that's a good problem to have. I hear it's so tall you could leave it out a week. Look at this pillar. You need a hand or something? Oh, you were just going slow. I didn't know if you... Just drank. tell you what, the terrain is... Cavalry! Is not conducive to... making good distance today. Oh. 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 Okay, I'm fine. Oh. It's not conducive. Excuse me. Your Babel won't cancel. You've got to email them. Which is kind of a weird... But I did it and it was fine. Does it also pass the 20 days? Do you have to do it in the language that you learned? Well, didn't you sign up for like the 3-month one accidentally, Pellet Hands? Oh, well, I mean, that's why you can't cancel. It's not... You still got... You still got months to go. Ooh, okay. I need torches. Torches, torches, torches. So what new games are we going to make Kurt play so he doesn't torture himself with Dwarf and SnowRunner? But everybody enjoys SnowRunner. Oops, I hit F again, dang it. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. Well, somebody bought me a game that I have yet to play. It's like a asteroid mining game. I have it, and it's installed. I just haven't had the blood to like try a brand new game from start. No, not Space Engineers. It's called like the Rings of Saturn. Yeah, something Rings of Saturn. Delta Rings of Saturn or something like that. You have Haven Park. Did I not play that already? Or didn't I? I don't know. I don't remember Haven Park. I also have a couple games I bought during the Epic sale. I bought God of War, the first one, which we could just play and then stop playing, like we did with The Witcher or whatever. But then I think I got the Pathless, which is by somebody who was also involved in Eidolon, but it's like their own thing. The snow biomes hurt your eyes. Well, good news! The snow biome is not ending. I thought it was, but it kind of continues over there. Whoops. I am stuck. I'm free. The most recent original, not the new God of War, but the previous God of War. Oh, there he is. I was like, Wolfie? There he is. Oh, there he is. You dingus. Oh. Got him. He got me good. Had me looking backwards. I hear skeletons now. What am I doing? Trying to make bread. But now I'm concerned about skeletons. We already had a skeleton run in. That's not skeletons. Wood. We have wood. Ooh. Speaking of canyons of woe and combat canyons and all sorts of canyon, you dingus. Although this is not going anywhere, so let's see what was going on over here. Let's do a little exploring, shall we? Eroding. Let's do a little exploring, he says. 6 million blocks from spawn. Are you still veering to the left or right? I don't know. I've stopped paying attention to it. Because when I was paying attention to it, I overshot it in the other direction. The other direction. The other direction. I figure if I don't pay attention to it, then the original bias will compensate. And we'll be back at 0. Speedrun. F3 press. You know I ain't gonna do that today. Because then I'd have to build a monument. And I definitely don't have any ideas for that. When did you start doing the another dimension riffage? I don't know. It's very easy. It's a very easy thing to riffage upon. Spoilers? Well, should make the elevator tidy hole, I guess. So, sometime after 1998. Probably. Did you just look up when that song was written? Bye, Hedrion. Hopefully you get your Discord stuff figured out eventually. I would use it as an alert, but that very much is something that would get me a copyright. Ooh, get punched in the microphone. Excuse me. Ooh. Nothing says 12 years, like yawning constantly. Hold on, I don't trust you going down this mountain. This sand dune. Gotta walk through it. So, what else? What? Today I learned that a manger is a feed trough and not a building. I don't know what very specific scenario would have led you to suddenly gain that information. I read Manager too, like multiple times. I want to speak to your manger. Ooh. Let's not go that way, Wolfie. Whoa. Humor. Yeah, they don't really go into much detail in the movies about Shadowfax. Gandalf is just like, here's Shadowfax. He's the god of all horses. Lull by. Then that's like the last we ever hear about him. I mean, we see him, but... Nobody's like, what does that even mean? Where did he come from? Why do you have him? Why haven't you had him this entire time? Which I'm sure those details are painstakingly gone over in the books, which I have not read, and probably will never. He's a gif from Theoden? Did they even meet up with them yet in that part? That wasn't even the right... Wait, what am I doing here? gets him before they see Theoden in the movie. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It truly doesn't matter. Silmarillion? Silmarillion sounds like a type of soup. The type of soup you'd make in a big 16-quart soup pot. I'll take my Silmarillion on rice. Jasmine rice. Jasmine rice. When I hear Jasmine, I think of Riker and his bone. Does Jonathan Frakes actually play the trombone? You should Google it and let us know. I would assume yes. I would assume that yes, that's why. That is part of the character. That would seem like an oddly specific thing. To then just tell the actor that they do now. I mean, as opposed to Captain Picard when he's playing the flute. there's another person's hands that are like playing the flute for him. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that, but it's very weird. Even though it's overdubbed anyway, I guess for whatever reason, I'm forgetting the name of the actor. Patrick Stewart, yeah. I kept thinking of, the only thing I could think of was Jean-Luc, but that's the name. Yeah, for like whatever reason, he couldn't like just convincingly act like he was playing the flute. They had to have somebody else's arms come up and do it. Oh.
And I want to say, you're so cool.
Trappadan!
Oh, is that weird to say?
1 year of being in the flaps.
Thank you very much. 12 months in the subtub here on the 12-year anniversary of Farlands or Bust. Much appreciated indeed, subtub. Oh, my pick broke. Good thing I have another one. Oh, that was weird. I got stuck jumping. And a gift sub from I'm Trappadan. That one going to Tom. Thank you very much. What just happened here? Wolfie, stop pushing me. Oh god, he's pushing me to my demise. Whoa, speaking of demise, that was close. Watch your step. There might be cheaty snow. Thank you, Beats Not Bombs. Let me get to this island. Turn. Support. Oh, dang, stupid breaky boat. Alright, this is not ideal, but... Wolfie? No. This way. This way, you dingus. Where is he? Where is he? Have a seat. Oh, over here. And stop. There you go. All right. We did it. All right. Let's make some beds. And some boats. Oh, I need a shovel too, I guess. That's about the break. All right. Yeah, I wonder if we made a cake. Although that's kind of boring now that I'm looking at it. To make a cake that looks like the bed. It's just blue and white and the word FLoB on it. Gotta think of a Minecraft cake. So let's make an elevated hidey hole, but I have no idea how to make an elevated cake. Let's go to sleep. Back up the world, take a quick break, and then continue. We will be continuing. It's an all-day FLoB-rama 12-year anniversary. All right. And a cakeness. 45,839.55 megabytes. Alright, we backed up the world. We opened up some throne gifts. Showed off our seed bags. We looked at a bone or two or 12. We got a bunch of bone dust on our desk. Teeth, tiny, tiny little teeth. And now we're ready to continue with segment 2 of the March 6th, 2023 Farlands or Bust stream. I still didn't tweet. Should I tweet? Is this a live tweet? A halfway tweet. Yeah, if anybody's following me on Twitter or Go Live notifications, they've been sorely uninformed. Twitch.tv/KurtJMac. Hopefully links work on Twitter. Tweet, but don't mention the stream. They must come here organically. All right, tweet Twoten. Wolf's ready? Tweet Twoten, Wolf's ready? Woof! Oh, hello up there. that's kind of funny. Boop. I got that screenshot. It puts the lotion on the skin. Let's continue on here. Oop, my inventory is full. There we go. Let's grab Wolfie. And I've already got a boat on my inventory, so let's continue. Let us continue indeed. Hello, Memento. Yes, thank you very much. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Meow. Did that sheep just take damage? I think it did. I seen it. I seen it. I also dropped something. Did I drop something back there? I feel like I accidentally hit Q. Was I holding something in my hand? A bed. And that boat's broken. Was I? Was I holding anything in my hand? I guess I wasn't. I don't see anything. I like glanced the Q key. No, my sword is right there. No, I guess I wasn't carrying anything. It's fine. My compass? No, my compass is right there. I think I have everything important. Who knows? Well, yeah, because in this version of the game, you can't rebind keys. Normally, I rebind the drop key to O on the keyboard. You know, O for oops, I dropped my sword. Ooh, buddy. think I yawn a lot when I'm cold. And when I have bright lights in my face.
And I want to say, you're so cool. Oh, is that weird to say?
Yay.
Yay! Union Girl DD, thank you for 14 months in the subtub. Much appreciated, subtub. Subtub. Ooh. I was thinking if we do a subathon, FLoBathon, then like the F3 monument should definitely be a giant subtub. You can rebind keys in this version? I don't know. That doesn't sound very true. And if it is, then I have not figured out how. Options, controls. In beta 173, you're saying. Alright, we're about to find out. Options, controls. Oh! I guess I could. So for 12 years, I've accidentally had drop item on Q. I thought that I didn't think these were changeable. I thought this was just like, here are the controls. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, Pixie Druid. I'll give you credit for that one. I thought for sure it was not rebindable. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yep, that's definitely rebound, all right. There was a whole situation. I was in a fight with a creeper, and I accidentally threw my sword at him. It became a whole thing. It was a Farlands or Bust flashback, I think. It's a whole new game, everybody. 12 years later, it's a whole new game. It's as if they kept updating it, almost. It's like that one popular streamer who was playing Breath of the Wild and like beat like 5 of the 8 bosses or whatever. I don't know anything about the game. And then finally stumbled upon the tutorial mission, having never done it. which is, I think, kind of a bad video game design if a player can completely miss the tutorial and play 3/4 of the game. Hey, hey, Wolfie. I think that's the same person we're talking about, unless there was another person who had the same issue with the same game. Ooh. Oh, you can only sleep at night. Zombles. Probably a spawner, but I didn't see it, so I ain't stopping. Oh, I don't think I can fit through there, but I can fit through here. Maybe. Ugh. I did it. I'm a skilled boatsman, boatsmith. How is everybody doing? Thank you for hanging out on the 12-year thingamajig, whatever this might be. Almost done with taxes. I still need to start. I installed the program and opened it up. Oops, don't try to do a tax fraud. Excuse me. All this talk of taxes is just getting me riled up. I thought I just saw a bird in the sky in Minecraft. that'd have been something else that we just discovered for the first time in 12 years if that was the case. Ooh. Alright, this place is interesting. Neat little cozy cavern area. I feel like you don't get much of in the new versions of Minecraft. Hello. It's pumpkin time, everybody. I think that was 11 pumpkins, isn't it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12! Yeah, 12 pumpkins. That is 12 pumpkins. That is a number that matches the numbers of years. Oh. Hey, Wolfie. Look over here. Ah, no, he didn't. Ah, dang it. Up here. Yeah, got him. Maybe we put the sign right here. It's an omen. A gourdy omen. A gourd-based omen. This is the 12 pumpkins of 12 years of of. I guess we'll just do Farlands of Bust. We did it. Well, didn't I say I was also gonna... The skeleton that attacked us? There. Got some bones in a box. Now here, Wolfie, you... No, over here. Ha! Got him! Oh, that's... I'm a terrible cameraman. There we go. Oh, that piece of dirt's gonna bother me. Alright, we did it. Wolfie. You're ruining it again. Hey, Wolfie. Ha! Got him. Let's go. We did it. We put down a sign. And then we got a bath bomb from an anonymous gifter. Thank you very much, anonymous gifter, for the 5-sub bath bomb. Much appreciated indeed. Sup dubs? You know what I forgot to do? Actually, what am I thinking? Aha! Pumpkins go faster with a sword, too. Just as an FYI. There we go. Now it's properly illuminated. We did it. Lovely, lovely. A minimalist monument in the middle of the stream. Of no particular significance. We're probably going to come across another pumpkin patch with 12 pumpkins. That one wasn't special at all. It's just a cave. It's just a cave. Whew, excuse me. Whew. How many GBs? We just checked it before we started. 45,000 megabytes. I don't know if you're going to be pedantic about what a GB is. Large, very large. Whew. Seen any good movies lately? You saw Cocaine Bear. Ah. I guess not what I was expecting anybody to say. I'm assuming that's very much like a Sharknado sort of movie. It's based on a true story, I hear, from the Peanut Gallery. Nausicaa. I never heard of that one.
I don't know what to say. I'm touched.
You're both touched.
Well, the game has no idea where you are anymore.
It has no idea where I am. I'm on the lam. The game has no idea what I'm up to. Can't hold me down. Keep me back. Thank you, Ruslar, for 79 months in the subtub. Subtub. I felt like doing that way. Does this version of the game have a generation bug where oceans become more and more likely to spawn? I thought that was 1.8. Beta 1.8. Because I remember even before we realized that they removed the farlands, we tested it in other games, or other saves, and it just became ocean. Anywhere outside of, like, the pre-generated land from 1.7.3. Then again, I don't know. I mean, so far we've not had any. We've gone pretty far, and I don't think we've seen an absurd amount of oceans any more than we previously have. Yeah, Nausicaa. Isn't that the name of a Star Trek alien? Yes. All right. Meeting adjourned. The crazy goofy backwards hidey hole. Up elevated hidey hole. Non-standard design. Valley of the Wind. Oh, thank you. That was a swim-through hole, but that was just glitched water. It just ended there. Ah, a Ghibli movie. I've never Ghiblied. It's a that's what it... We recently watched that episode. It's the Nausicaans who stabbed Picard. And gave him his artificial heart. Well, I mean, they didn't give it to him, but... Spoilers. Need some more sheep. I should have been shearing sheep. But now I see no sheep to shear. I was about to say, for these 2 of these segments, we've not had a single spawner that we've seen. But it appears as though our fortunes have changed. Skeleton? You should have brought the bones here. Ah, nuts. Does the green disc cancel out the gold disc? It truly is the 13th year. Ah, I mean, we could have blown it up, but we can't touch it. We must leave the secrets for themselves. Dang it. Well, for those of you who don't know, golden records are cursed. And if we come across a spawner that has a golden record, we can't take anything, lest we enact the curse. So I don't want to tempt fate there, Paladins. Even blowing up the golden record. How and why are they cursed? How? We don't know. But why? We took a golden record, our first golden records, during a FLoBathon, and soon after is when Wolfie glitched and disappeared. And we were all sad. But also, I think it's a Good thing. I think Good kind of started that in his own Let's Play. He always ended up having bad luck after he found a golden record. It's just one of those things. Nope. Whee! There have not been any animals in a while. Cursed! When you reach the farlands and start the trek back, you can look for Wolfie number 1. Well, no, this is Wolfie number 1. We went back. We invoked the hidey hole paradox. By restoring a previous save. By overriding the current save. So we went back. Well, shut my mouth wide open. What have we here? We got 2 floating cactus.
When I stroke the beard thusly, do I not appear more intellectual?
Cheers, Tilda.
Cheers, Tilda. Who's Tilda? Tilda Swinton? Artsy Rosie. Rosie, good to see you again, as always. Thank you for 86 months in the sub tub. Hope you're doing well. Sub tub. It is crazy to think it's 12 years.
I think that you are the
I
most
see. That was
fascinating character
confusing.
in this setup. Not me. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
BWF.
Blap. And in Asia. I had 33 months in the sub tub. With the message that meant to say, thank you, Papa Bezos. With those Bezos bucks. Thank you very much. Good to see you too in Asia. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I don't think I can fit through here. Nope. I can now. Ooh. Sub-tub. Living the dream. Wait, what's the thing? The girlfriend has a response. Living the dream. Something. What the nightmare? Living the dream, dying the nightmare. In case you're looking for a new... canned responses. She says it really takes people's days down a notch. Words of wisdom from the girlfriend. Very wise, yes. The wisdom and the ability to summon bags of bones at moment's notice. What more could you want? Oh, I want more boats, I think, is what I want. Whoa, Wolfie. You old bag of bones. Boat bones. I haven't taken a look at it myself, but I seen that Anasia's uploading Minecraft content to YouTube again. What year is this? Flashback. I mean, hey, talking into the microphone the wrong way, or playing Minecraft for 12 years not realizing you can rebind the drop key in this version 12 years later. That's something I just learned. You're now graduating college. What was I gonna say? I guess I technically didn't start walking 12 years ago. This is when I uploaded the first video, when I spawned this world. When I spawned it forth from the fires and flames. I started the walk on the 28th, I think. Although now I'm questioning my own memory. So many changes. So many changes that I don't know about, because I don't play the newer versions even. Oh god, that reminds me. I never replied or sent a postcard to that kid who lives on my mom's street, who had sent me like a crayon note telling me to add something to the next Minecraft update. And that was like a year ago or something. Or no, it was because it came with my birthday card, I think. That kid is now graduated college, yes. I just don't know what to, like, send. Because, like, they don't know me as Kurt J. Mac. I'm sure they misunderstood my mom. Or my mom misunderstood or misspoke and said that I work on Minecraft. And he's like, oh, add this to the next version of Minecraft, please. And I'm going to send him back a Farlands or Bust postcard, and he's going to be like, who the heck is this? Who's this guy? Who's this bald, bearded man? Kurt is Notch. Oh god, no, no, no. That's definitely an impression we do not want to give. I don't even think we need the kid to know about Notch. Minecraft just fell from the sky one day. Woo! Not Notch, sorry. Whoa. Whoa, indeed. Add them on Xbox. Well, what's this over here now? We must explore and investigate. Pretty nice mountain. It's got some nice waterfalls. Oh god, like the worst, and I've told this before, not worst, worst is the wrong word, but worst for my brain was at Minecon Paris. Like, first of all, after the Mindcrack panel, like, getting absolutely swamped by small children, all of us were, and like stuck in the hallway. But one kid who was probably graduated college by now, one kid gave me like a drawing of Wolfie, and like he cut out a little portion of the piece of paper and stuck like a $2 bill, like €2 or whatever, to like donate to the Farlands or Bus charity in there. And I was like, I'm like, here, wait a minute. Don't give me your money, like 7-year-old kid, or however old he was, 8 years old maybe, at the most. I'm like, here, why don't I give you your money back? Maybe it was £5. I don't know. I was very swamped at the time. This was the like first convention any of us had been to where like people are asking for our autographs and pictures with us. And you're kind of just like, I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude playing video games by myself in my office at home who can't even figure out how to get Fraps to record my voice separately. Yeah. But I like told them to keep the money and like, I'll donate. And I did. But like, I still kind of like, I still kind of feel bad about that. Like, I hope I didn't like disappoint him that I didn't take the money for the charity. But I still have the piece of paper with his drawing on it. But then at the same time, I don't feel like it would have been right for me to, like, take $5 from an 8-year-old kid. Emotional damage! If any of you are that European, possibly French kid, did I completely ruin... Did I cause you emotional trauma and distress that further shaped the type of person you ended up becoming in an irreparable way? It was in Asia. And that kid grew up to be none other than Albert Einstein. Ah. Yeah, that was weird stuff. That I can't say that I didn't escape that without any sort of like what is happening? What am I doing? I think the worst one for that was the Florida Minecon. Because that was the one after Paris. And that was definitely one where we just went in and stood outside the expo hall. All of us, and had like lines for hours. And we just stood there. That's where I met Rosie, and you gave me the painting, the picture that I have. I guess it was a print. That was fine. That was like right away on the first day. But like all of us, like we didn't even get to hang out with each other because we all had to stay separated, or else there would be like too big of a line. Just wrapped around. And then like finally on the last day, for like the last few hours on the last day, they finally like gave us a table and a booth to like sit down and like more organizedly do autographs, which we still did for the rest and the remainder of the convention. Plus, we did the Mindcrack party at that bowling alley. Which we got there at like noon, and we're autographing postcards. Up until the thing opened at like 5 or 6, I remember. Yeah, that was PAX, right, in Asia? Those were better because they weren't all Minecraft. But yeah, I think we like set up ahead of time. We'll be at this place between here and here. It was a nice little lobby area. That was also when Mindcrack rented the really weird Airbnb house, which was not the... I mean, it was just like a weird house that had like 5 additional houses attached to it. So like, yeah, there were like 12 bedrooms, but like, I'm pretty sure this bedroom was a hallway at some point. And like, this one is completely separated and on the other side. And this bedroom has a door to the balcony? Or not the balcony, the porch? The lower level area den thing. Yeah, I think I don't remember I remember you were there with like MK, I think. I remember they also held like a party, but then like all the Mindcrack people, we just like hung out in like the little front porch area away from like the actual party. Which was kind of weird. It was like the Mindcrack party, but we were all hiding from everybody. Yeah, and then some real party people showed up, so we had them leave. I mean, that's anytime. Yeah, that was basically the convention experience for a mindcracker. Was sitting on couches and giggling like a madman all night, and not going to sleep till 4 or 5 a.m. There you go. Chatting with Beach. Beach. Yeah, you know, vintage beach. Beef. By the veggies. Little did he know he was talking to an Asia. Ah, the deep references. Is this? Yeah, this is okay. This is the last night of this segment. Oh, careful, you dingus. Is this a 12-hour stream? If I say yes and you've come at the 11th hour, will you believe me? Sure. Yeah, it is. I'm still so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I don't know how I've survived so long. Where was your favorite dining experience among all the conventions? Ah. That's a good question. But also, I don't feel like there were a lot of good dining experiences around conventions, because it was always very, like, poorly organized, especially when you're, like, with the Mindcraft group. And there's, like, 8 of us or 12 of us, it basically turned into sitting around for 6 hours while we're like, well, we can't go now because we're waiting on this person. Well, no, to this person. What if we do this? But that's too far away. Now there's too many of us. We'll never get a table. Although, honestly, that one in Boston, that one we went to, that was with you, right? In the group we were with. That was probably the best, like, food. I had. I don't even remember what I got. What am I doing here? Well, right. The Earl of Sandwich was just memorable because it was the only place in Paris Disneyland that was like open. Oh, I don't want to make boats. I want to make beds. Open and agreeable for everybody, and like I could get salads because I was gluten free. I was like freshly minted gluten free at that time. And I remember something I ate on the plane there was not, and kind of bungled up my stomach for the whole weekend. So that's why the Earl of Sandwich, the fast food sandwich chain, was just memorable because that's where we always hung out. But yeah, there was a restaurant we went to, Boston. I don't remember what I got. I just remember it being very good. Let me think about that. We gotta sleep. And back up the world. Ooh, we're gonna do it. Are we gonna get past 46,000 megabytes? We're at 45, 911, 34. Never forget. This is why I take a photo of every meal. We got to remember these questions. Bringing all these questions when I'm taking a break. Does everyone feel like they're nearly a different person from 12 years ago? Yes. Although I don't know that that's mutually exclusive to our environment. Probably. Anyway, get your woofs ready again, shall we? As we are, as previously mentioned, before I was rudely interrupted by so many generous gift subs and hype trains. Hopefully surpass 46,000 megabytes, or we'll end up at 4599.99 like we did that one time. But have you got your woofs ready? Woof! Wolfie's ready. He's like, geez, you guys were here and then you left and now you're back again? Make up your minds. We got farlands to be walking to. We got sheep to shear and pigs to get. And golden records to avoid. Woog. Chickens aren't sheep. What's today's topic? Well, we had like 2 good questions right before we went on break. The one was from Anasia, who asked about a memorable dining experience on one of the conventions, because we were talking about conventions. And then Rosie asked if anybody else feels like you're a completely different person than the one 12 years ago who started walking to the farlands. And I was trying to think, and my immediate memory is that the dining experiences at conventions, Minecons, PAXs, and whatnot were never too memorable, because they were always made in haste, and they were always to places that were just able to take a large group of people, you know, that you were with. And it was always like too crowded or a weird spot that you didn't get to pick out or whatever. But then I did remember the one PAX Boston I went to, and it was with Anasia and the group of people we were with. We like went walking through the city and like ended up at like the city hall or whatever, and like right next to that was like this Irish place that was like very quaint and small. Yes, the lamb burger. I remember what you got. I don't remember what I got. You got the lamb burger, and you said it was like the best lamb burger you ever had. But I don't remember what you were just. It was just the lamb burger and you, and a very private, a private experience. I don't remember what I got. I think it might have been like a pork chop or some sort of chop on like rice, or maybe gluten-free noodles or something. I just remember it being very, very good. Definitely the best food of the weekend, but also maybe of like convention stuff. So, oh, we were all watching in Asia. We all realized. Yeah, there was that. Lamb burger voyeurs, yes. We all got out our phones. Oh, there's some sheep. And pigs. But yeah, nothing else. Oh, Jesus. Wolfie, be careful. Oh, my God. Oh, that pig was dry. Yeah, a lot at PAX South ended up being Fuddruckers. Just because, again, it was like a quick place to go with the big group of people. There was like a... Oh, careful, jeez. There was a Mexican place that was on the waterfront, river walk, that I went to multiple times. That was pretty good. That's where Cone had guacamole for the first time. And maybe tacos for all I know. Well, honestly, also, there's a theme here in Asia, but that breakfast place we went to. And, Yeah, Iron Cactus. Yeah, it was something like that. It was like kind of a fancy place, but it was big enough that you could get a table. But yeah, we went on breakfast, and that was where Fabe had his like first big American breakfast. That was a good breakfast. That was just like a diner sort of situation. Ooh. Where I sneaky paid the bill. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't use all this sub-tub money to take other people out for breakfast. Whoops. Alright, this might not be the best way to climb up here. He did get the very American experience. Yeah, I should not have climbed up here. This was a poor choice of navigation. Well, that's pretty neat. The free water and bread. Oh god, please be careful, Wolfie. Oh, good. He just spawned. And now he's off living in Japan, as last I saw. I don't know if he still is, but... Oh, I thought that was a piece of wool. That's a bird. I know, I can see a bird. I can identify a bird. May have finished his PhD. Something. He'll rarely post on Instagram or wherever. Get that pig. Ooh. Hey, Wolfie. I think I gave that one to him. But yeah, not much else. I gotta say, not much. Well, actually, no. There was at PAX South. Probably like the best meal I had with Mindcrack is that we went to a barbecue place. We had to like all jam into cars and drive. It was like not close to the convention center. But we went to some I don't know if it was random or somebody knew, but a barbecue place just on like some unmarked no-name strip mall. That was the best barbecue I've ever had. Like that was some legitimate barbecue that we all just got like big orders of and just grabbed from it. And it like came out with like a whole ass loaf of white bread. Obviously I didn't eat it, but just loaf of white bread, just sliced white Wonder Bread to go with your table full of barbecue. So that was good. But like otherwise we'd go to like Fogo de Chao, which is like fine. Not really memorable. Woo. Okay. This is scary. Wolfie! I guess this is where we're making the elevated hidey hole. I mean, it's a chain restaurant, is the thing. I'm not particularly a fan of buffet scenarios. Yeah, it is Brazilian barbecue, where they come around with meat on a stick and just like give you endless meat. Is this the 12 hours for 12 years stream? Yeah, you're on hour 11 and a half right now. I mean, we went to the one out here in Seattle when the girlfriend's brother was in town. And it's like, okay. I'm not blown away by that sort of thing, I guess. I need to find a way to get down from this place. I guess water would work. Okay, all right. He's testing out the water. All right, let's just keep going, Wolfie. No. Okay, he landed in the water. Oh my god, how did he not take a single click of damage from that? I was very worried, but now this magical place has a new waterfall. Woo! Speaking of magical places, that's pretty neat. Is that just a floating cube? I mean, I guess also during PAX Boston, because that's when we had the booth at PAX, which is always a bad idea. That is just a floating cube. It's like one of those things you find at like tourist traps where it's like a spigot that's floating and continually flowing water, but that's because there's a hidden tube circulating the water. Yeah, this thing's just floating on water. I'm trying to get like a good picture to show that it's like actually just a floating. What is this? Some sort of cube? That's pretty neat. Well, I feel like I have to. This is where the monument should be. Should have been. There's not going to be a monument. There's going to be a sign. The floating waterfall. Floating cube of waterfallness. Oh. Ah, dang. I gotta come up with a better name for this. A waterfall from floating cube of 12 years of FLoB. A water, instead of a waterfall, it's a water float. Get it? Water. I like it. I don't know that we've... I mean, we certainly haven't stuck around and made such a big deal out of it, but I don't think we've seen much like this before. Wood FLoB again. Magical infinite water source. Oh, there's lava right there. All right. Let's not get too enamored with what we're looking at. I'm like, I remember that lava. Wasn't there another bit of lava? As I almost waltz right into it. What was I saying? Oh, at Boston, we had the booth. Thank you. Thank you very much. Zardaw's Fountain. Dang it, guy. Coming up with all these good names. After I've already placed down the sign. But yeah, after that, we went out. And I don't know who paid for it. Microsoft or Extra Life or somebody took us out to dinner at this like very fancy place, and they just had like very good food. But again, I don't remember what I had. I just remember it being good, and I got like a creme brulee dessert that was good or whatever. I mean, I know good at PAX Seattle. Would love to go to the fish bowl or the. Oh, I forgot my dang workbench over there. Dang it. The crab pot, I think is what it was called. Which again is, I'm not a big on fish, but it's also a touristy trap sort of place on the pier, on the water. You went to the crab pot? You had soup? Yeah, it's just a place where you can get a bucket of sea. A bucket of the sea, and then they just pour it on the table. We went somewhere. Maybe we went to the crab pot. But yeah, I don't think we did the crab pot thing. Where yeah, it's all like scrumps and crab, some crab legs and like mussels and like whole corn cobs and potatoes. And then they give you a bib. And that just tickled good pink, and you always had to go to the crab pot to get your table full of ocean leavings. Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing. I mean, I think at TwitchCon San Diego, me and what's his name? The guy who says he's a sheether. You're a sheether. What? Starts with an A. I don't remember everybody's names anymore. I'm old. Listen. Anders. Yeah, Anders. Me and Anders together tried oysters for the first and last, for me anyway, time. And then Pyro spilled a whole cup of wine on my pants. I think that was, Twitch bought that.
Look at us. Hey.
And boy, those people at Twitch do love to drink, don't they?
Look at us.
Mamatsky.
Look at us.
Everyone knows that crabs never give to charity, because they are shellfish.
Mamatsky, thank you very much for 54 months in the subtub. Get out. But yeah, that was... I mean, I put a bunch of like hot sauce on it, so it just tasted like saltwatery hot sauce. But we're like, we both never tried before, so we gotta try. They ordered like a whole huge, gigantic thing for the table. So those are really the only memorable ones that I can think of. But yeah, I'd say the vast majority of them were from that Boston PAX. And suspiciously in Asia was at all of them too. A lot of floating stuff. You are the bringer of magical food experiences. Dining extravaganzas. But yeah, that's really not a thing anymore. I mean, I know TwitchCon is going to be in Las Vegas this year, I recently saw. I don't like Las Vegas, but it's also, like, cheap to get to. I don't know, it is kind of a bummer, and the girlfriend agrees that, like, that age is kind of over. Of, going to conventions. Because it would have been nice to, like, have her at a lot of those things. Things are so much more expensive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess if you're, like, in a hub. Like me, flying to Vegas probably is not that expensive if you get lucky. Like, when I went to visit my mom, I flew through Las Vegas just because it's, like, cheaper to go. It's, you know, you go there first and then you get on the smaller plane to get to the more regional airports. Hello. Was this called Farlands? This, huh? This is Farland. The series is Farlands or Bust. We're not at the Farlands though. You might have to stick around for a little bit longer. Everything there is ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look. I mean, I don't personally see any value in TwitchCon for me personally. It would have to be if, like, other people are going. Well, thank you very much, Cool Bird. I'm not going to identify you, but you're a cool bird. I don't even think there's value in networking. Like, the one networking thing I ever did at TwitchCon, the only TwitchCon I went to, was I got the Humble Bundle partnership, which was before they launched it. But, like, now anybody can get that, I think. Not anybody, but people can get the Humble Bundle partnership. It's not really like a, ooh, exclusive for KurtJMax secrets. Mamatsky! Oh, that's right, we did. We were above, but now we're below, but now we're back above. Maintaining the 500 subs for the first time ever. Nobody even noticed. The Bob Ross stream is back on! Thank you very much, Mamatsky, for those 5 sub bath bombs in the sub tub. Stream it right now. You owe us 2 Bob Ross streams. The girlfriend is gonna Bob Ross with us. We gotta pick out a Bob Ross. I gotta get a wig. I gotta add it to my throne. It'll come with the soup pot. I feel like I'm gonna use acrylics. I feel like oil paints are too messy. Ain't Bob Ross on a throne. It does take ages to dry as well. I do have my Riker wig. It's just, I've never painted with acrylics, but I hear like you can't really mix them to make your own colors. It's kind of the deal with them. Ooh, that was a good pig. Oh, you can mix. Oh, okay. I don't know why I heard you couldn't mix them. Oh, they dry real fast. I see. I see. So you can't, like, mix them on your palette and then, like, keep them around and try to use them. Need more boats. "10 years? That's a long time to be following there, cool bird." That's one of the longer ones I've seen. That's what she said. Use a wet palette. There's medias you can add. See, we can't just, like, start now. I gotta do a bunch of research about art and how to art. They didn't teach me this in my art degree. I only learned how to program random music generators. You got a BS too? Not a BA. You can't have a Bachelor of Arts in art. That would be absurd. You're gonna have a Bachelor of Science in art. Just like me. Because I couldn't take a foreign language for my life. Very expensive piece of paper. I don't think mine was too expensive. I went to a state school. I went to a skate skate school. Yeah, a lot of the followages have been for like 6-7 years, because I think that's when I like actually started streaming more regularly. But earlier than that, you must have been following since the FLoBathon days. Oh, now we're doing a followage spam. Oh, you did a Bob Rosie segment at Zeldathon? Very cool. Not Rosie Ross. Feel like that better alliteration. Rossi. You've been following since I started, but you didn't want to give me money. Now look at you. Top of the gift sub leaderboard. Yes. You'll give me money and then I'll use it to buy you breakfast. Excuse me. Excuse me. Blah. Ah. Iceberg right ahead. Going through a lot of boats. Well, thank you very much. Good catitude. It is very late for this FLoB. I started late, and I'm going late, but not that much later. Only about 2 more Minecraft sleeps later. Don't worry, I've been yawning this entire time. That has nothing to do with the lateness. The old observatory. Yeah, I mean, that was like the first thing I ever just tried to build. Speaking of birds, this looks like one of those birds that like, you know, drinks the water. You know a bird that drinks water. Crazy bird. Drinky bird. One of those rare water drinking birds. Ooh. Ooh. What's the best terrain feature you've seen on your journey? That's tough. I mean, honestly, there was that one, it was during a FLoBathon. It was like a really tall spire, and there was just one big tree on the top. That was pretty cool, and I probably should have made the F3 monument there, but like it wasn't time to do that yet. So we just took a bunch of screenshots and like left it. That was pretty neat. And then there was that big cliffy area that we found. It wasn't the last FLoBathon, but it was the one prior to the last one. That had a bunch of like waterfalls. And like going inside the caves, the waterfalls went over the caves. I think Lorgon was on the call at the time. And we were both very impressed. And there was that one island. Was that the waterfall cave where we should have also made the F3 monument, but we kept going because I had the idea to do the Wolfie Sphinx? Careful, Wolfie. You dingus. Look at you people remembering stuff and things. I mean, yeah, there's the Canyon of Woe, just because it was kind of like the first thing we saw that was pretty neat. The dark and magical bottomless pit of destiny. That one we kind of invoked a hidey hole paradox to kind of do a spin-off episode exploring it, even after we passed it up. Remember that time we saw 2 floating cactuses? Yeah. That was just like an hour ago. Oh, boy. Excuse me. Two floating cacti? Whew. Listen. Listen, pallet hands. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't rebind your keys in this version of the game. That's been true for the last 12 years. Ought not again. Getting some insurance on top of those 500 subs. Thank you very much for that 5-sub bath bomb. Very generous indeed. Can't let Robert Ross get away. Yep, and that answers the second question. That is the way Kurt is different from the person he was 12 years ago. Is that he can now drop items with O instead of Q. You don't want to miss the Bob Ross. Don't worry, I will schedule that in advance. It is amazing how we grow and change as human beings. It's been a long time. I've heard they have faith of the heart. More boats. Wait, what? In Asia, I thought you were making Enterprise jokes. It was jokes, okay. That's what I thought. Your real life elytra. Wingsuits. You're jumping out of planes with wingsuits. Congratulations, Rosie. Is it wifey of science or wifey of arts? Papers. Excuse me. Oh, buddy. I need that soup. Ooh. That's weird. Is that not weird? Or is that how lava do? Well, thank you very much, Rosie. It's always good to talk to you. Is that how lava do? Because it goes all the way down and then becomes rock. As opposed to doing that up here. Whoa! Okay. It's angry. It's mad. Okay. Alright. Alright. The Earth is constantly changing and evolving. Plate tectonics. Like, that's what I was expecting, is the rock to be up on the water. Huh. Alright. Well, maybe I just never noticed. Or maybe I did and just completely forgot. Lava do differently in recent versions? Spooky noises. Okay, only 9 pumpkins there. We're good. Oh buddy, we're making some good progress here. I think this will be the 30th, like, farlands stream in that playlist. In addition to, like, the 5 episodes we've done in the past year, or something like that. I don't know. It might be more than that. What happens if 10? What happens if 10 what? Oh no, we found 12 pumpkins before, so we, like, put a sign down and said that they were the 12 pumpkins of 12 years. So I said we're probably going to find another pumpkin patch later on with 12 pumpkins, and thus negating the importance of the previous 12 pumpkins. Pumpkin. Seven, 8, 9. Whoa. Ooh. Jokes. You have a bucket of water. I do have a bucket of water, but I don't keep it on my bar. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure lava instantly kills in this version. Well, I mean, maybe I should revisit this theory, since I am now realizing that I could rebind my keys. So I don't know, even if I did have a bucket of lava in my hands, if I could do anything about it. Is my ongoing theory. How many boats, Wolfie? Don't get sucked under there, Wolfie. I think there was a... Yep, there he goes. You dingus. I was like, oh, and he's gone. Yeah, I don't forget the workbenches often, but they're not unique. I've definitely forgotten one this season already, at least. It's definitely not something we kept track of from the beginning. So we've been through some benches. Oh, I have a boat. It's right there. I see that boat. A reusable boat. Fancy the concept. Oh, dang it, Wolfie. That one was 2.5 hearts. Why, I oughta... I don't think I need 2. It was such a peaceful trip. I kind of felt it coming, too. I'm like, this is a lot of sand that I'm riding my boat on. That's 1 level deep. And then blam! Pow right in the kisser. Pow right in the kisser. Why was that one 2.5 instead of 9.5? I don't know. That 9.5 one was like, he wasn't far. We literally just left the hidey hole, got in a boat. And I think it's because he teleported, like, through, I don't know. It just has to do with, like, where the game determines your body versus the dog's body or something. Just like the majority of them are just 1 pixel. That's not a boat, that's dirt. Or one half a heart. Because I feel like Wolfie spawns and we run into Wolfie and that's what causes the heart of damage. I don't know. I don't know. You're talking to a guy who thought he couldn't rebind his drop key from Q. And he's also dying from Q to O up until literal moments ago. Moments, I say. We are going through an area of just very small, spotty islands. Middle mouse button? That's not weird. I could see myself accidentally clicking that more often than not, though. I'm accidentally clicking it when I'm, like, browsing the web, and then it turns on that, like, auto-scroll thing, and then suddenly you're like, bling, off the page. Of course, when it's Trombone Champ, I'm constantly muting Discord with the thumb button. You can rebind your mouse buttons for browsers. Listen here, you. Listen here. I won't have you throwing these slanderous ideas at me. The problem with that is, then I'd have to do it for every web browser, and then I'd go and use somebody else's computer, and it would not be that, and I would have a bunch of problems. So a lot of the time, I just leave that, and I mold myself around the default interface, as opposed to the other way around. Although I still do use a launcher platform, despite it like being built into Windows now. So I'm always, like, whenever I want to find a file or like launch a program, I'm always doing the shortcut to launch that. And then when that's not available on another computer, I'm like, blop blop. I'm like, where is it? Blop blop. Hey, where's your? How do I type in the thing I want to search for? Not that I'm using a bunch of other computers these days, but You kept accidentally sending messages when you wanted to correct a typo. This was a good boat, this boat. It took us... Oh, it's so good I can't get out of it. That was a long boat journey. Farewell, boat. You were a boat. What was that all about? Hello, Farmer Kurt. Steal any good ferns lately? You took a Photoshop course and told you to keybind a lot of the functions, so now you can't use Photoshop at all. The Photoshop and Illustrator stuff I took classes, like, taught you how to use the default, like, shortcuts. So whenever those change, that's when I can't use Photoshop anymore. Speaking of keyboards, is anybody incapable of typing on a phone keyboard anymore? I don't know if my fingers just got fatter or what. But it's like super difficult now. Like, even like when I mess up, I hit backspace and then I end up actually typing L. I'm like, no, what? Backspace. Delete this garbage. Don't add more garbage. Ah, Wolfie. Maybe I need to, like, better customize the keyboard. I do hit L a lot. And okay, I'm glad that that's not just me. I've always used the swipe thing ever since it was, like, introduced. But I feel like it's constantly... It doesn't remember. Maybe I don't have the setting on right, but it, like, doesn't remember my, like, frequent swipe words. Alright, Wolf, you're gonna have to move a little bit. Alright, we did it. The beginning of the 13th year of Farlands or Bust. Starts right here. I noticed swipe. I don't think it's swipe anymore, though. Unless, like, Google bought swipe. But it's, like, built into the Google keyboard. Swipe gets worse over time. Resetting, clearing the user data fixes it. Oh, maybe I'll have to try that. But this is a brand new phone, too. Unless it transferred the settings from the other phone. Listen. It's getting to the point where I am now the old person. Like, trying to explain Twitch or Twitter or Discord to my parents. Now the things like phone websites and mobile garbage and apps. I need somebody to I need a special class held at the local public library to teach me how to use it. I grew up in a time where I had to record my microphone audio in a separate Audacity window and then later on splice it together and get the timing right with my Fraps audio and hope nothing got desynced or the rates were different. Come on now. And now you got your swipes and your TikToks and your applesauces. Kids these days. Well, thank you. Regardless, 12 years on, my descent into decrepitness continues for another year. And I do appreciate everybody following along and all the frickin' gift subs and stuff we got. We're definitely doing a Bob Ross art stream. Maybe that's what we'll open the subathon with. That won't be stressful at all. But thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. No, please sit down. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to go to sleep. Save the game, back up the world. We're going to check if we got another gigabyte. Let's go. Skeletons? Whoa, dude. Do you think we did it? Who thinks we did it? Who thinks we got to 46,000 megabytes? No! It's almost the same thing. Not as close. Not as close. If I had walked a few more feet, maybe. That's funny. And I don't remember what it was. Was it like 43? I think it was going from 42 to 43,000. I'm like, this'll be it. And it was 42,999 on the dot. It was like literally comedic. No comedics today, though. I'll not have any laughter or comedy in my YouTube series.